Hello, and welcome back to Road TRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is number 891. Technically, it's still Thursday in the South Pacific, so today is Thursday night pub quiz. Just like Friday night pub quiz, maybe a little more difficult, somewhere between Friday night pub quiz and Brainy Tuesday. 21 questions. Question 21's at the very end if you need it for a tiebreaker. Good luck. Question number 1. Perhaps one of the most famous authors of this genre is Basho. This type of Japanese poetry often describes nature. What is this type of three-line poetry in which the first and last line have 5 syllables and the middle line has 7? The answer is a haiku. Question number 2. This man led an army to crush the Whiskey Rebellion. Perhaps a bit of an overreaction. He also led his troops to victory at the Battle of Trenton after crossing the Delaware River. Who is this American politician? The answer is George Washington. Question number 3. A master of the Baroque style and, along with Beethoven and Brahms, one of the 3 B's of classical music. Who is the popular German composer that wrote the collection called the Brandenburg Concertos? His name was Johann Sebastian Bach. Question number 4. A 1755 earthquake in this country destroyed records of the voyages of Vasco da Gama. In 1654, this European country took control of Brazil from the Dutch. What is this country whose capital is Lisbon and which borders Spain? Lisbon is the capital of Portugal. Question number 5. Unlike boiling, which occurs on a liquid's entire mass, this process occurs only on a liquid's surface. What is this natural process which, in the water cycle, moves water from the ocean to the atmosphere? This natural process is the process of evaporation. Question number 6. The U.S. annexed this polity under William McKinley, after which Stanford Dole became the president of its provisional government. Kamehameha the Great was its first monarch, and Lili Uokalani was its last. What is the name of this one-time kingdom? The answer is Hawaii. Question number 7. His third law of motion states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Who is this scientist who, according to legend, discovered gravity when an apple fell on his head? The scientist was Isaac Newton. Question number 8. Diamonds are an allotrope of this element, and this element is the primary ingredient of coal. This versatile element can form 4 bonds and is the subject of organic chemistry. What is this element whose atomic symbol is C? The answer is carbon. Question number 9. One major setback in the wars named for this man was his army's invasion of Russia in 1812. In 1801, President Jefferson learned that this leader had secretly reacquired the Louisiana Territory from Spain. Who is this short French man who had a crushing defeat at Waterloo? The answer is Napoleon Bonaparte. Question number 10. George McClellan was a commander of an army named for this river. John Brown crossed this river in his attempted raid on Harper's Ferry. What is the name of this river near the U.S. Capitol? The answer is the Potomac. Question 11. In quantum mechanics, these subatomic particles are said to travel in orbitals. Their flow causes incandescence in light bulbs. What are these particles which carry a negative charge? The answer are electrons. Question number 12. The Bay of Pigs fiasco was a botched attempt to overthrow the government of this country. The man who was president at that time came to power after overthrowing the dictator Batista and was succeeded by his brother Raul. What is this Caribbean country? The answer is Cuba. Question number 13. This property can be transferred by radiation, conduction, and convection. When this property increases beyond a certain level, many solids become liquid. What is this property, one type of energy? This property we're referring to is heat, or thermal energy. Question number 14. These biomes contain 5 different zones, including the tree stratum zone and the herb zone. Contrasting with coniferous forests, what is this biome dominated by trees which shed their leaves? Contrasting with a coniferous forest is a deciduous forest. Question number 15. The 3 parts of this organ are the duodenum, the jejunum, and the ileum. About 20 feet in length, what is the name of this organ that is primarily involved in digestion and absorption of food? The answer is the small intestine. Question number 16. Juan Ponce de Leon called these the martyrs. The Dry Tortugas National Park is the closest national park to this archipelago. What are these islands, which stretch about 105 miles into the sea from mainland Florida? Those islands are called the Florida Keys. Question number 17. This document contains some of the earliest references to habeas corpus and was signed by King John of England. What is this charter which in 1215 transformed the English absolute monarchy into a limited monarchy? The answer is the Magna Carta. Question 18. When they find a suitable hard surface, like a boat or a buoy, they permanently glue themselves to it by means of a gland on their heads. Small cirri protruding from their head help them filter food. What is the common name for these small marine crustaceans? They are called barnacles. Question 19. Jorge Luis Borges is a native of this country, which borders Paraguay, Bolivia, Brazil, Uruguay, and Chile. One famous president was Juan Perón, married to Eva. What is this country? Juan Perón was the president of Argentina. Question number 20. The Medici were an important family during this period in European history. Its name, French for rebirth, refers to the re-emerging popularity of Greek and Roman styles. What is this period which saw artists such as Da Vinci and Michelangelo? The answer is the Renaissance. Alright, that is it for today. You may have noticed this one came out a little late. In some parts of the world, it's already Friday. But yesterday at work, I got sent to a little bit further away distance. By the time I got back, I did not have time to come home. I had to change and go straight to hosting live trivia on the base. So I hosted live trivia last night. I planned on coming home and doing trivia. I got home and I was zonked. So I went to bed, woke up early. Like I said earlier, it's still Thursday in at least one American state of Hawaii. So I'm going to count it. By the time this pops up, it'll be about 12 hours until we do Friday night pub quiz tonight. So you're just getting a double dose of everybody's favorite category, which is the pub quiz, the random trivia. I know this one was a little bit tougher. It was kind of a brainy Tuesday / pub quiz. But that's what you get if you get a Thursday night pub quiz that pops up Friday morning. Either way, I appreciate everybody who watches these episodes. Tonight will be, hopefully, a regularly timed Friday night pub quiz. I will see you then. Here is question 21 for Thursday night pub quiz. With a name coming from the Latin word for fire, what kind of rock is formed from cooled magma? What is the name of the type of rock that is formed from cooled magma? Its name comes from the Latin word for fire. The answer is igneous rock. That's it for now. See you later today.